This is a little girl between 7 to 10 years old, and it's a very realistic, extremely violent image. It's the worst of the worst when it comes to child sexual abuse imagery.
The deeply disturbing image being described has been made with artificial intelligence. In the last 6 months, the Internet Watch Foundation has found more web pages containing child abuse images and videos made with AI than in the previous 12 months. The illegal content isn't just hidden on the dark web. 99% has been found on sites easily accessible by the public.
It might be that somebody has used some software and typed in prompts and they've said, I want to see a young girl, I want to see her in this position doing these particular things. And then the software will generate that image for you. Or alternatively, somebody could take an image that already exists of a child being sexually abused, and then using software, they can tweak that image to show the children in a different scenario.
It's up to these people to get that material removed.
You are really seeing what exists in the minds of the worst people out there, because they're now able to create what they're thinking of. Incredibly highly realistic situations that I don't want to describe because they're really disturbing, really awful, and would upset you if I were to go into much detail about them.
We're not able to view or broadcast any criminal imagery of children. The image on Tamsin's screen has been heavily redacted to ensure nothing is viewed by me, the crew, or any members of the public.
For most people looking at these images, you wouldn't believe that they're not real photographs because they are so realistic.
Although these images are fake, the victims are real. These are some of the things charities hear from victims of this type of abuse. The accounts are based on stories of real young people, but their words have been voiced by actors.
I'm so scared. I don't know what to do. Someone I met online has used some sort of deepfake AI thing to make a porn video with my face on it. It looks so real. I'm worried what will happen if my friends find out.
They must have taken the pictures from my Instagram and edited them. The pictures are really convincing. I'm so scared they'll send them to my parents.
Boys at school made fake videos of loads of the girls. People think that they saw me naked, and I have to see these boys every day.
Meta has just announced new measures to try and fight sextortion on Instagram, including a feature that automatically blurs nude images sent in direct messages. The tech is so easy to use that school pupils are creating these images too. In data shared exclusively with Channel 4 News, 6% of more than 3,000 teachers found that their students have used AI to create sexually explicit images of their classmates. Childline's a counselling service for under 18s and sees firsthand how this abusive material affects children.
The impact is the same for a young person, so whether the images are created by themselves or an abuser has created them. With AI, an abuser doesn't have to have a sexualized image of a child because they can create those images themselves. An abuser can then kind of go down the traditional route of extorting children by asking for more images or asking for money.
There's also evidence that some people looking at this material can go on to commit abuse to children offline. One psychologist who works with offenders told me that some people can become desensitized to it, leading them to seek out real photographs or physical interactions with children to get the same level of sexual gratification.
While charities like the IWF and Childline deal with the consequences of this material, they say it needs to be stopped at the source. The NSPCC told us developers who create AI software and social media sites where images are often shared have abjectly failed to put safeguards in place to prevent their products from being exploited by offenders, and that the government must put child protection at the heart of its AI strategy. A Home Office spokesperson said, "We're working closely with law enforcement partners, the IWF, technology experts and other child protection charities to identify more perpetrators exploiting these new technologies and bring them to justice." This AI-generated material is only part of the huge amount of child abuse content online. But as the technology improves, fears are that this is just the start of a disturbing new trend.